I want to welcome everybody to me and the J Show.
Yeah, I like that. I like
That's
that.
how it is. I'm just a guest, and I just want to get a little comfortable. And I want to talk about how the greatest story ever told, and I want to say it so y'all can really feel this. The greatest story ever told is finna come out of my mouth. Now listen carefully. I'm gonna take my time and I'm gonna go slow, but I'm definitely gonna speed up the pace from here to there. So today's topic specifically is about this slavery. The reason why I want to keep talking about this slavery, because this is something that they instilled in our head. Black people, white people, all people in the United States been taught this. So it made me, really kind of depressed when I was young. To be honest, I don't want to hold my words because it made me depressed when I was young. Just thinking about, my people was a slave and shit. It just kind of put like a little spin on life and give you a different outlook. You know what I'm saying? It make you look like it. Nah, it make you feel like you on the bottom or something like that, and everybody done stepped on you. That's how it honestly make you feel. To make you just want to climb up and hate everybody. But guess what? Because God blessed us all, that ain't all our mentality. So all I want to do is learn, see what's going on with this slavery. So the older I got, I started questioning it because some of it just didn't make no sense. I mean, common sense tell me that I don't look African. And the reason why I say that because I'm not the darkest of colors, y'all. I'm more like a brown skin type of dude. Probably most of the people I met in my life is brown skin. So that's what made me start questioning some of the stuff that they told me because again, I tell you, I'm like a brown skin type of dude. Most of my family are brown skin. Most of everybody I see with my own eyeballs my whole life. Listen carefully. My whole life with these eyeballs, I have seen a lot of brown skinned people. Barely have I seen, real dark skinned people. Yeah, I see them on a regular basis. I'm not trying to say that they extinct or nothing like that, but think about what I'm saying. I would expect to see more dark skinned people or more, towards the black colorish type of people, but nah, I'm telling the truth. Now, this ain't everybody's story. This is my story. And what I'm saying, out of my eyeballs, have what I've seen, out of these 40, 41 years of my life, I've seen more brown skinned people than black people. And then it made me question, if it's different type of whites, then I just started questioning it got to be different type of blacks. I mean, yeah, to say we all the same, that's fine and dandy when you're talking about this slavery, but that's what made me, mention that particular. I wonder why did they preach that the way they did and, made it seem like, this, that, and that. And it's like I told you, the greatest story ever told is what I'm telling y'all. I think that slavery, uh, most of it, most of it is a lie. Some of it did happen. A lot of it did happen. Let me change those words because I don't want to offend nobody and make nobody think this, that, and the third. What I'm saying is maybe it's a little bit twist to that slavery thing, though. Again, I think it might be a little twist. It's not so straightforward how they projected it, as if we all came from Africa and they made us slaves, this, that, and the third. As I did my research over the years, I started questioning that narrative. And that's what I call it because it's just a narrative. It's just a story somebody made up, man. If you think about it, just like I can make up and say, hey, I got $1 million right now in my pocket. I'm making this shit up, just like they made that shit up. So let me make some more sense to you. If you listening to the sound of my voice and with the own eyeballs in your own body that you have witnessed, have you seen any brown skinned people lately? Brown skinned people lately? Listen to my words. Have you seen any brown skinned people? I'm looking for them. Have you seen them? I'm looking for them. I know you right there. So when you start paying attention to what I'm saying and you see nothing around you but brown skinned people, maybe you should question the narrative too. Hey, I'm just saying, if I'm from Africa, I probably should be more dark, or maybe most of the people in my family should be more dark, but that's not the case. And if you is them dark skinned people and you hear my voice, shout out to you because this story that they told us is probably pertaining to you, but that don't mean it's everyone's story that's this color. So I don't mean no harm and no disrespect to anybody of any color. I don't mean no disrespect. I'm just trying to speak from my own experience, and that's why I say I think this might be the greatest story ever told. So if you open your eyes and you see nothing but brown skinned people, then me and you probably similar more than what you know. Now, if you open your eyes and you see dark skinned people, then maybe you's probably the story that they told us. So, here we are. So I started to think, how is it all these brown skinned people? Unless I'm tripping, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know everything, but I started thinking, in order to get brown, you would have to have some white. Ain't that what they made us think? But That didn't make no sense because I got like 7 brothers and 1 sister, and I'm sure one of them mixed with white or something, or who knows. But that ain't the color you come out. You don't come out brown off white and black, or you come out some type of creamish Mexican looking type of situation, or whatever you is. I don't mean no harm and no disrespect, but you still don't get that brown color. So therefore, what I'm trying to point out is maybe brown is really a color. I mean, how can you make brown? I mean, I'm not a scientist. I ain't the colorist person in the world. My thoughts are above me right now. But what I'm trying to say is, can anybody tell me how do you get the brown color? I mean, it's so many shades of brown. I mean, we come in 10 different flavors of brown. So you tell me what colors you put together to get the most beautiful brown skinned people that you probably see on a daily basis. I'm going to wait, 10 seconds and probably sip my wine, yeah, because that's what real guys drink sometimes, wine. And it feels good to just, be honest right now with the audience or anybody who could hear my voice. I'm not trying to say nothing bad or anything in that way. I'm just trying to say, can somebody explain to me what colors do you put together to get brown? Because I think brown is a strong color. And because it's different type of 10 different flavors of brown or 10 different variations, if you want me to say it in that type of way, then you know what I'm saying. Maybe brown is a real color and maybe we was here. So I started questioning the slavery narrative because, most everybody I saw was brown. So I'm like, where did we come from? That mean we had white masters, and then that just made me think of too many thoughts. And like I say, my conclusion, again, I stated it 3 minutes ago. If you white and you black, you come out some type of creamish. You don't come out brown. So therefore, I eliminated another process. So I eliminated what I thought could happen. And now I'm finna focus basically on facts. So I started looking in the dictionary about American, specifically, what the word American is. And honestly, I learned 2 things. I learned that it come from a title, someone was given maybe in the 1200s or 1100s, or maybe even earlier than that. Then also the con, come from con. We saying it wrong, American. We saying that so soft in the end when it should be con because we all cons, and it's the land of the cons, and I think we cons. So when you say Americans, Ameri, again, like I'm trying to say, is a name or a title that was given maybe in the 700s or maybe 12th century. But again, the last part, that con, was always us. So we are Americans. And it said, I quote, from maybe a 1812 Webster dictionary, it said the original American was copper colored. Now, why is they playing with words? Why don't they just say brown? But this is what they said, copper colored. Now, the only thing I know that's copper, it look kind of brownish to me, so they flat out dodging the word brown, but they saying the original American was copper colored. Listen, y'all, not the cream color, not this. They had all them names, but they said copper. So that's like a brownish. So I started thinking, like, is they secretly telling me that we was here? Or am I reading these words wrong? Nah. I read it again and again, probably 20 times, because I couldn't believe my eyeballs. It said, the word American originally applied to the copper-colored races found here. So the brown-skinned people that they found here, that's what they called Americans originally. But now it's applied to any person born on this soil. So originally, it was a name for brown-skinned people, y'all. Follow me. But now it's applied to anybody born on these lands. So they took the titles of what American originally meant. It originally meant, all right, we got some brown skinned people out here, y'all. Those are Americans. And now we got us, which we call United States now, or any, whoever born here is an American. So they stole a title, and now we all call ourselves Americans when it originally applied to the copper colored races found here. So, like I said, this might be the greatest story ever told, because why would I find some type of definition stating to me that it originally applied to the copper colored races? Brown skinned people, y'all. I mean, I don't want to dodge the word. They did it, but I ain't going to dodge it for y'all, because if you could hear my voice, I've been dodging things my whole life. Surely I can read the word that's right in front of me, and when it said copper colored, it just amazed me, and it put me into like some type of fantasy world, and I thought I was dreaming. But nah, it was real. It was real. So that made me start questioning more and more, because you got to start from somewhere. And like I said, my journey it just led me through the slavery concept because I saw more brown people in my lifetime than black, and we all black. So I'm not trying to, distinguish or say this, that, and the third, but everybody I saw was kind of brown. So I'm like, what is going on? What type of what am I seeing? With my own eyes. Nobody got to tell me we were slaves for hundreds and hundreds of years in this and Africa and this. All right, tell me how come we all brown now? Okay, let's ask that question then. You know, but I'm sure somebody probably got the answer or maybe not. But I can honestly tell you that I believe that the most, if not all, brown skinned people probably got some ancestry that was here. We didn't come from on a boat or anything like that. We most likely was here. And this is what I dug into. I wanted to see what was America doing when it first started, or maybe the years when they was connected with Britain, because we was a colony of theirs. So, like I said, the more you start doing your research and looking up things, the more you find out. You probably more curious than you think you are, because once you get one thing, you want more. You want more. So they leave me little pebbles, y'all. They leave me little rocks that I'm study picking up. So this is what I picked up, and I'm gonna say it clearly to everybody who can hear my voice. It said American was applied to the copper colored races found here, now applied to any person born on this land. So let me go try to find these copper colored people that they say was here already. And the more and more I dug into that story, the more and more I started figuring out somebody lying. Somebody is lying, or somebody not telling us the real history about things. So the first thing I did, and I want to tell y'all, the first thing, so you can do it too at home, and maybe I want you to follow me. I looked up American wars since 1776, because that's when they say they started the United States. So let's not go too far back in history. Let's start at that point, and we can have a conversation. So when I typed that in, this is what popped up. It said Cherokee Wars for the next 20 years. So I said, hold on, that might lead me to the 1800s, so who knows? But let me say it more clear. Indian War, Indian War, Indian War is basically all I read up and down for the next 100 years. And I said, hold on. Now, if the United States is just small little, one state, two state, 13 states, and they got the whole country as we see it right now, it might be a lot of copper colored people, y'all. Listen to me. I'm looking for stuff that's in between the lines on the words that I'm reading. I'm not looking for the obvious. So this is what I'm telling y'all. And like I say, this might be the greatest story ever told. So I want to locate those copper colored people, like I told you. But the only thing I found in American history was Indian wars. But they was more specific. They said Cherokee, Cherokee, Cherokee. And then I started digging, y'all. Now, I told you I'm going to speed it up a little bit. I started digging in that word Cherokee, and I found out it got a root word called Karakatai. Cherokee. We saying it wrong. We saying Cherokee. Follow me again. It's called Cherokee Katai. Karakatai. That's the hidden word in Cherokee. I'm going to sum it up, y'all. It took me years to get this far. Karakatai is what we saying, but we calling it Cherokee. 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 Cherokee, Cherokee. That's how it's pronounced. Cherokee. Even we say it wrong when we look at it. I'm going to say it again. Cherokee. But we saying Cherokee. Cherokee is Karakatai. It's a secret. It ain't no secret no more. I'm telling y'all the truth. Cherokee, we're pronouncing it wrong. It's called Cherokee. Cherokee. Karakatai is what they secretly telling us. It's a secret, but it ain't no secret no more.